Alright, welcome back folks. I apologize for the abrupt end of the last video. There was an issue with the rest of the video because of resolution. Basically, I didn't know this before, but the menu screen and the cutscenes, they're always the same resolution, 640 by 480, and there's nothing you can do to change that. And because of various, I've been actually having a lot of trouble recording this correctly anyway, even before I got to this point. And there's not really any easy fix about it. Basically, I have to record the top right of the screen because I can't tell it, because of problems with the game, I can't minimize and restore it. I can't minimize the game and adjust the video editing software. So basically, if I want the cutscenes, I have to make a video at 640 by 480. Now I could set the gameplay mode. You can change the resolutions. So when you go to the options in this game and you change resolutions, that only applies to the maps where you're actually playing. Now I could make it really easy on myself and play at a resolution of 480. 640 by 480, but that to me, it's not as fun to play at that resolution, and it doesn't look as good, and I don't really want to do that. So what I'm going to end up having to do is record for each video. I'm going to have to do two different videos. I'm going to do a cutscene video, and I'm going to have to do a gameplay video, and then I'm going to have to splice them together. And so it's kind of a pain in the ass, but it's not really that big of a deal. So for most of the time when I'm on this screen, I'm actually going to be recording this screen after I do all the missions that I do that particular day. So what I'm going to do is I'm just not, other than this particular video, I'm not going to say anything on these screens other than maybe reading out the title of the mission or the level. So it's pain, but it at least will work. So, and I'll get to improve my video editing capabilities, I suppose. So I should look at it that way. Anyway, the first mission is All Hell Broken Loose. So here we go.
For 1,500 years after the Mage Emperor's disappearance, the four kingdoms of Darien saw skirmishes and warfare, terrorism and piracy. But strict adherence to Garachaius' magical discipline kept borders secure, until an incident described by one eyewitness as all hell broken loose. This was likely the end of the world. In the kingdom of Eramon, Emin the messenger approached the town of Abiad, accompanied by a small band of soldiers he encountered on the road. What happened next would send shockwaves through the whole of Eramon. In a letter to his wife, Emin would write of this: "I could hardly have anticipated the unholy holocaust that was Abiad."
Hello folks, welcome back. So I kind of told you there was resolution issues. I don't really need to explain exactly what the problem is. It's a combination of difficulties both with my recording software and also with the game. There are things that the recording software can do that I can't take advantage of because minimizing this game, it crashes. So there's no way to minimize and then re-maximize this game. It's just not going to work. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about that too much. Basically, we're on our first mission. Emin is trying to get to the city of Abiad, and it's under attack by ghouls and things like that. So go north and find the town of Abiad. Get Emin to the well on the east side of town. Protect Emin at all costs. This is our gameplay screen. Here's an archer, which is just a ranged unit, basic. Here's a swordsman, a basic melee unit. Here's Emin, he's a hero unit. You don't want to lose him. If you look over here, you can move to an area. That's just left click. Hotkey A attacks. You can see it didn't let you do that. Attack doesn't really work like it does in other games. Like, you basically use the attack button to attack inanimate objects like walls and stuff. And you have to use the patrol button. If you want a unit to move to a location and attack anything on the way, you have to use the patrol button. It's kind of weird because, you know, you press the P left click, and that helps you. That lets you patrol. As soon as he gets there, he's going to start turning around. So he's going to get there, and then they turn. So it's kind of awkward. It's not really the best design, in my opinion. And see, Emmon's really fast there too, so you have to be careful with that. But yeah, all you really have to do is run up here. There's not even any walls or anything, and I already know where I have to go. You have to go up here. So here's the victory screen. You can kind of see what the issue is. There really isn't anything on the victory screen that's too worthwhile. But you can see the video records all this extra red area, which is weird. I don't know why that is. This isn't the only game I've seen that problem on, honestly. I know how to solve it, sort of, but this weird two different resolutions in this game is kind of awkward. But anyway, victims, not victors.
For the first time in Darien's history, demonic forces had been unleashed. An undead army had been sent to wreak havoc in Aramon. Though Emmon survived, time was running out for those left in Abiad. They must get word to the coast garrison. Emmon tried to calm the panicky soldiers and townspeople.
Friends, fear not the dead. Would you run from some addled crone or a palsied infant? Such is this so-called army. These are victims, not victors. Now bury your fears and get us to the garrison. Emmon the messenger, Abiad.
My bow is yours.
Welcome back, folks. I accidentally clicked out of the options, but you can press F1. That's like where you get to this screen, and I think it's this one. And you can look at the options. If you ever needed to see it again. What's this? Right. So you find and enter the garrison to the north. Keep Emmon safe. So it's basically the same mission as we were having before. You just patrol around. You get a new unit, the barbarian.
What do you want?
He's basically an upgraded version of the swordsman. There's nothing particularly too much about that. This game does start off kind of slow, I'm going to admit that. But these missions don't take too long. Notice how, like, I'm patrolling everywhere I go, but I don't patrol too far ahead. Because different units have different speeds. Like, Emmon, the hero unit is, like, faster than any other unit. And he'll run out ahead and get himself killed like a dummy. So you don't want that. Like this. Crap. Fortunately, this even if you make mistakes like that, it's still not that hard. The good news, unlike some other games, there's a base healing rate for every single unit. Every single unit, if given enough time, will go back to full health. Slowly, but it does happen. But yeah. Another easy victory there. Order overturned.
From the walls of the garrison, Emmon sent word of the invading horrors to the Lord Commander of the Eastern Realm, who concluded an ancient prophecy had come to pass. He wrote to King Elson.
This necromancer of Teros, King Loken, has gained a new power. The dead walk in broad daylight. The natural order is overturned. This day was foretold in the Book of Darien. Only one thing can protect us. The Heart of Thesh, a relic lost since the time of the Kandra. I have this day directed my most trusted soldier, Joreth of Haldane, to retain a squadron of hand-picked volunteers, to mount a quest for the Heart of Thesh, wherever it may be in Darien.
Scholars in the capital consulted ancient scrolls and tablets. Several references to the heart placed it in distant Varuna, near the city of Lothal. The expedition was soon underway, but Joreth's escape was blocked. Hordes of undead swarmed around the garrison.
Alright, welcome back, folks. We're still in the garrison. We have a new mission. Joreth has been assigned to find the Heart of Thesh, so he has to leave Aramon to do so. His first stop is Varuna, but the whole area is surrounded by undead, so it's very difficult for him to do that. So what you have to do is exit the garrison with Joreth and his entourage, head north and find the small sand pit with an archer tower. After seeing Joreth, the ships will approach the shore, and then you load Joreth and his band onto the transport ship and sail to the northeast. It's pretty much the same mission as before, except for we just get a bit higher units. We get the horsemen, and we get Joreth, who I believe is the equivalent. Well, he looks like a horseman too, just a hero unit horseman. One of the weird things about this is you can select, like when you do the box, you also can select those the towers. So what I'm going to do here is we have more than enough units to successfully repel the first part of this assault. So I'm just going to stand right here and patrol in this little area. Sort of let you watch some additional combat, the horsemen, how they run around. Not a tough mission, folks. Not a tough mission. Though I did almost lose that horseman. Doesn't actually matter that much if I lose a horseman or not. So you just kind of want to go slow and don't let anyone get too far out ahead.
Yes, sir.
There are missions later on where you don't actually get to build anything, where you have to be a lot more delicate with your guys, or like a lot more careful with them. But this is not one of those missions. Like, you could just run up pretty much. Let's go ahead and take a look down here. That's a fire spout. All these units are Teros, Teros units, and they're all like demonic monstrosities and things like that, or undead. There's a lot of undead. But yeah, not too tough. I will explain how building works when we get to a mission where we actually build something, which I don't think is like the 4th mission or something like that, and it's not going to be in this video, I don't think. Let me tell you, I've been actually having a lot of trouble recording this. I think this is the 3rd time I've gone through these missions, so because of various issues that I've had. The Wedge.
Across the sea from Aramon, the seafaring land of Varuna was also under attack. The assailants were monsters of a size and nature never seen before. Behind these attacks was Zon, a land of mystery ruled by Thirsha, the Huntress. This was no random event. It was Zon's task to drive a wedge between two allies, Aramon and Varuna. Keeping the two powers separated was essential for the invasion of Eramon to succeed. Creatures of the air descended on Varuna like angry bolts from a thunderhead.
One thing I want to apologize is if when you get the victory, it just immediately pulls you into the victory screen, which is in that weird resolution. And I'm probably not. I'm probably going to have, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm probably going to have to include at least some of those victory screens in here, even though it's kind of ugly, just because if I'm cut off halfway through a conversation because it, unexpectedly it rewards me victory for the mission. But I guess it's not that big a deal. Anyway. To the west is a review. So what we're doing is we're just trying to cause some disruption for Varuna, and you have to destroy the ship's town and soldiers. Spacebar gets you out of that. There's a ship right down here below here, and these ships have a lot of HP, so one of these ships can take out one of these drakes. It's not really the strongest unit. So you have to be kind of careful on this mission. You don't want to just send all your dudes in there because they'll end up dying. What you have to do is just what I do is just send a couple at a time, because they're kind of unruly to manage if you send them all, because you kind of saw that already. They kind of interfere with each other in the air. They don't overlap like they do in StarCraft, and so they kind of have to fly around each other, which kind of causes issues. But on this mission, one of the things you can do is kill some of the NPCs, and so this guy is a Varunan warrior. It's their basic land unit. It's like the swordsman for Eramon. But let me show you something real quick. I just want to click on one of them. You can see there's a kill here. As you get more kills, when a single unit gets more kills, they sort of get rank ups, and when they do that, they'll get a little shield on their portrait. So after so many kills, they'll get a silver shield, and you can kind of tell just by looking at them, because they get gold armor or gold claws or something like that. Their hit points go up, or their armor goes up. I'm not sure how it works, and their attack goes up. So that that's the only way you can actually upgrade a unit, is they have to get kills. There is no researching upgrades or whatever. So I can go through here and I can kill these NPCs, and I think that actually can count towards that. But it takes a lot for these drakes. I was playing with it. Like I said, this is the third time that I've or no, it's the second time for this mission. But I've just been having a lot of issues. Okay, I need to get out of here before they kill that one. I don't want to lose them. I've done this a couple times, so I'm starting to think it doesn't matter that much how many NPCs you kill, because I didn't actually get any rank ups for any of these, so it must take drakes quite a while to get that. If you let them there, they will heal over time, so that's what I'm going to do. What I'm trying to do here is just kind of slowly kill these guys off, sort of separate. Oh. Crap, I'm gonna lose this one for sure. Darn it. If you accidentally drag a box... Oops. If you accidentally drag your mouse, if you click and drag on accident, you lose whatever unit, it unselects whatever units you had selected, so you have to be careful with that. You hold shift and select a unit, you can add or minus a unit. I'm just going to send those guys back to heal. What happened here? Oh yeah, okay, that's fine. I didn't realize they'd come over there. Yeah, so basically, the first time I ever played this mission, this is the first mission in this game that ever gave me any sort of trouble. Get the crossbowman. The swordsman can't attack air units, as you can see, but the crossbowman can. The crossbowman is their basic ranged unit. So I think there's a ship here. If we hit it, and then run, I do believe that it'll follow us. So you can sort of lure the ship out. Oh, it's going in there again. Oh well. It didn't come all the way, unfortunately. Alright, I've gotten rid of most of those crossbowmen. Oh, here he comes again. Let's get out of here, see what the health is like for all of them. Alright, I think that health is pretty good. So we're gonna go do well, I don't want him to be the first one, though. Alright, guys, come here and kill this watchtower. Very good. But you really need to, there's not really a choice. You've got to get rid of the crossbowmen first, or at least some of them, because if you try to fight them all at the same time, they pretty much have a good chance of you have a good chance of losing. May have gotten a little too gung-ho on this one, I don't know. Alright, I think that's all the ships and most of the crossbowmen, so now it's just a bit... Yeah, victory, there you go. Alright folks, that's going to be all for this video. I appreciate you being here, and I'll see you next time. Again, sorry for the odd look of this victory screen.